Hi folks, this is Danny at Bradley James Classics, and today I'm bringing you a fantastic example of the BMW M3 from 2002. This makes it an earlier E46 BMW convertible with 112,000 miles, and I promise you I'm not exaggerating when I tell you that the previous owner, this was a pride and joy car kept in a heated garage with various photographs of the car all within that garage, and it was completely loved to death. And it shows, because we've had the car in our workshop today, so I can reassure you that we've studied the service history and we looked closely at the car. And there's a couple of little things that you always have to look out for when you buy a BMW M3, because it is a considerable investment and you want to make sure you have a nice one. It's not just has it got lovely bodywork and is it clean and tidy, etc, etc. There's a few things that you need to look a little deeper. So making sure that the undercarriage is inspected, and the rear axle and subframe is properly secured, because they do have an issue where there can be some movement. This has all been checked. This has the SMG lovely gearbox, so it's a semi-automatic with the F1 style paddles on the steering wheel. Now an exchange hydraulic unit has been done in recent times, and there is a receipt for that. And actually, having looked through the service book, I can confirm that the car has been impeccably serviced, and it's very important to make sure that when you're buying one of these cars, the service history is complete and in good shape. So the car itself, they call this carbon black, carbon Schwartz, and it is beautiful condition. And I'm going to get up close and walk around, and I'm going to show you just how good initially the bodywork is. So hopefully you're picking up the fact that I'm walking down these lovely long panels of the cars and those wide arches, and all of that is in really good condition. There is some extremely minor, not very many at all, in fact the bodywork is immaculate really. The front bumper and across the bonnet, where usually you would expect stone chips, an absolute minimal amount there. Really beautiful condition. And I'm going to continue to walk down this wing and driver's door. I'm not seeing any dents, I'm not seeing scratches. It really is perfect condition, the bodywork. And through to the back bumper, again unmarked back bumpers, and through to the top of the bonnet, which is all in beautiful condition. And a nice little extra here, if you can see that, that's like a sort of carbon fibre little tip on the back of the boot lid, dumpy little aerial. Now this has got the optional 19-inch wheels, and as you can see, they're really in perfect condition. They have been refurbished in recent times, so they really do look as new. And you will be happy to know that this has had a new set of tyres as well, because the tyres aren't cheap on this car, because when you actually see how wide they are, wider on the back, you will be surprised that a good set of tyres for one of these cars costs upwards of £500 to £1,000, and this car has got a fresh set. It's had a full inspection, 2 service done a few thousand miles ago, so there's no servicing costs that are required now. And as a part of our service, a car leaves us with a full PDI. It would have gone through our workshop, and if there's anything that needs to be done, anything we can find, we will always do it in our own workshop. We always sell cars with a fresh 12 months MOT as well, and we want you to be very, very happy with your choice of car. Now these are legendary. I've been very lucky, and I've had a chance to drive lots of high performance M3s over the years, and if you go and do your research and you speak to people, a lot of them will say, do you know, it was always the E46 BMW M3 that really did it for them. Lots of reasons. The previous model was a fast car as well, but people have referred to it as more of a marketing exercise and an excellent car. Then the E46 come out and it was sublime. The engine is absolutely beautiful. Not so much low range torque, it was that legendary mid-range and high end, and these cars are very fast, albeit limited to 155 miles an hour, and I think the manual version used to hit 60 miles an hour, 0 to 60 in somewhere around 5 seconds. A quick car. Sound absolutely wonderful. And while we're talking about exhausts, look how lovely and good condition those exhaust tips are there. A real feature of the car. Now, let's have a look inside. Obviously, we are looking at it in its convertible form. A press of a button and this roof comes down really quickly. The roof itself, I'll be taking some photographs of the roof up and down, so you'll see how excellent condition the roof is when I take some photographs. But it would be a crime not to do a walk around video of this car with its roof down, because it really is something special. And when it's in this condition, black and black, well, I don't know, it really does take some beating. This is a beautiful car. Let's have a little look inside now. I keep doing these loops, I'm going to make myself dizzy in a minute. So now, when it comes to extras, BMW has a very big long list of additional equipment that you can fit. So obviously this has got leather interior, and it's very scrumptious, and it's lovely sports seats which are fully electric with memory, and you can see here, this is how they're adjusted. Electric windows. That is a Harman Kardon hi-fi upgrade, so I can see speakers here, speakers in the front, tweeters up high in the doors, and the sound system is fantastic. I'm going to get on to the sound system because you've got something very special in this particular car. So I'm behind the steering wheel now, and that's a good place to start. So this steering wheel, at huge cost, was purchased, and you can see the combination of the lovely carbon fibre surround here and on these paddles, and you can also see the combination of this absolutely brand new looking, can you see the stitching that's all been done? And when you sit back, this steering wheel is absolutely beautiful. It feels brand new, but it was recently refurbished at huge cost, so the new owner is going to be getting a brand new steering wheel. That's a big bonus. And I don't know if you can see in the background here the use of the carbon fibre, which looks absolutely stunning. That looks brand new as well, and it comes right down into the centre console and then goes up, and here we are right the way through. This looks brand new. These seats are in fantastic condition, as are the carpets and M3 carpet mats. I think also, now this is going to catch me out, all this high tech, and I'm not even sure if it's going to work if I press the button, but you have got a rather smart aftermarket unit which is designed to look exactly like the BMW one, except when you turn this on, let me just get this steering lock off that I'm trying to do with my knees. Yeah, you've got the ability to do frankly all sorts with this. You can connect to your phone and operate a little Wi-Fi network here. You can play DVDs. You've got navigation from iGo, which is just loading up. So it's a full Windows compatible in-car hi-fi. So it's more of an infotainment system. And actually, I've noticed there was a DVD playing. Bluetooth, you can actually stream your music. That looks like someone's iPhone is connected to it, so stream your music straight to the unit here. As you'd expect, there's a radio, and to be honest folks, I'm not too high tech, but I'm sure someone in your family will help you get the most of what's available here. My word, I can go on Facebook and it's a touchscreen. I don't want Facebook, but I got Spotify here, so if you have your Spotify account, I guess you can stream music directly from Spotify. That's trying to work out what's going on. I actually haven't synced my phone to it, so it's probably wondering what's happening. I'm offline according to this. And then there's all sorts. There's a file browser, there's navigation, which looks more like Google Maps. Oh no, that's the one we've looked at. I don't want to spend too much time on this particular subject, because as you can probably tell, I'm not overly high-tech. However, I did want to show it to you, and the previous owner was very proud of this, so I thought I would give you a demonstration. But that's not the reason you buy the BMW. The reason you buy this BMW is that it is absolutely a sublime car to drive. It is a total joy, and this is what we're here for. Let's have a little listen to the rasp of that engine. Now I don't really want to rev it up until the car's up to running temperature, so I'm being a little bit subdued with it at the moment. There's your 112,000 miles. These SMG gearboxes are an absolute joy. As you can see, it looks so smart. It looks literally new, and it makes it very easy to drive. And I'm suggesting that probably once you've had an automatic version of a powerful car, that's all you'll ever have. But for those who prefer the manual, then yes, BMW created the 6-speed manual in the E46. It was an expensive optional extra to have the SMG, and there's a lot of people who just like the easy life it gives you. But please don't be mistaken that this is somehow a lethargic car. It's a fire-breathing dragon in the right circumstances. The car is an absolute beautiful car with monster performance, and I know that you're going to love the condition, just how good this one is. Moving on with specification, this is how the roof operates and the windows come down. You can see that you have a sport mode here. You've got DSG, you've got stability control, dynamic stability control, got heated front seats, 3 modes, climate control as you would expect. I think I mentioned the upgraded hi-fi as well, and the new steering wheel. So they're very easy to drive these. You just click it over, you go right the way over, and you can be in just normal automatic, or you just go back and forward here, or you've got your paddles F1 style here. Well, just to summarize, this is a beautiful example of a BMW M3 from 2002. We've checked it over in our workshop. It has a superb service record. In fact, in the back here, I'm delighted to tell you that it does have all its original dealer manuals, which are very important. A couple of the invoices I saw was back in, let me see, the mileage is 111, so actually it's only done about 1,500 miles since it had this. Remove the gearbox, replace complete clutch kit, complete with an SMG relay, dual mass flywheel, and adjust the handbrake. And all of that work that was done ended up costing £985. There's another one here which is quite important, and this is for an SMG hydraulic unit for £680, and that was done in 2015, and the car hasn't done very many miles since it has been done. What's very important is to make sure you've got that fully stamped up service book, which this car has. And what is really lovely is when owners manage to retain all of their user manuals and guides, which is here. There is also a box file, which is a big stack of receipts and stuff that's been spent on the car. So an excellent service record. Well folks, this is a slightly longer walk around video because it's such a lovely car that I'm so happy to be able to bring to you. I'm going to finish up with a final little look outside on this BMW M3. And she's purring, but I promise you she can get quite noisy when you're out on the open road, and with that hood down the soundtrack of this absolutely fabulous 6-cylinder legendary performance 3.2 petrol engine is phenomenal. This is the real deal. This is a car that you can use as an everyday driver, or you can use it for the special occasions and the weekends. As I say, I don't really want to upset my neighbours with revving up too much, but it would be wrong of me not to share a little bit of that soundtrack. Final little look at that BMW. 112,000 miles from 2002, incredible condition for the age of the car. Newly refurbished alloys, a new set of wheels, new set of tyres, brakes in excellent condition. Been through our workshop today, drives beautifully well, everything's been checked over. I think you're going to be very happy with this example, and I think it's at a great price point, and I think if kept in this condition, this will prove to be a good investment. I mean, E46 M3 prices have taken a sharp increase in recent years, and they haven't shown any signs of stopping, and yeah, this really is an investment that you can drive. Well folks, thank you for tuning into the video. Thank you, take care, signing out.